All right, so in this video, I'm going to explain how to delete and the different deleting methods of Mongoose. Now, I've said methods because there, of course, is more than one way to do it. First of all, I'm going to start by creating a new file, delete_test.js inside of a test folder. And I'll just make some boilerplate here. So I think you're familiar with it. This time I won't write it out again and just copy and paste it. All right, so that's that. Now let's create the describe block here. Describe, delete the records, and the callback function. So we're going to do things that are similar to what we've done in the reading test. And as you may have guessed, we will create before each again in order to save the data before every it block runs. Let JSON, then before each done callback, and save the JSON again. JSON equals new student with the name of JSON, and let's save it. JSON.save.then, and done callback. All right, so now it's time to define these delete methods. So as you can see here, well, there are so many methods for deletions, but I'm just going to use 3 of them. Find by ID and remove, and find one and remove. Now, they're still going to work. However, they will return to us deprecation warnings. So we're going to use delete statements. So flip on back to your code editor and let's get started. So inside of a first it block, I'm going to use the find by ID and delete. All right, so here just write delete by ID and done callback. Then student find by ID and delete JSON.id. So after that, I'm going to add then block again, and inside of it, I will add student.findOne named JSON. I'm going to chain on another then block here with a student, but this block only works after the first then returns successfully. Then I make my assertion inside of here, and I assert that the promise which is returned from this then will be empty because there is no JSON anymore. So write assert student. The student is the response returned from this, and will be equal to null. Finally, done callback. All right, so look, our test passed, but I want to see which test passed in detail. So come back here, and we're going to change it into Mocha, but it's up to you. You don't have to change it. Okay, so let's continue with the other delete methods. So I'll copy this code block and just change some parts of it. So the second method that we're going to talk about is the find one and delete. So I'm going to change this with delete by name. And this line will be find one and delete. And this part will be named JSON. Now this part can be the same, but I'm going to change it anyway into _ID, JSON.id. The rest can remain as it is. So we'll run the test again. And this test also passes. All right, cool. So the last method I want to show you here is the delete one method. So again, we'll define an it block here. The string will be delete JSON and the done callback. Then student.delete one. This time I'll leave it empty and copy this block here because I need exactly the same statements. Okay, so let's run it. Now this test also passed. However, what if I add another student here? Let's put Rosa here. And another Rosa equals new student, name Rosa, and save it. Let's run it again. Okay, so this time you see that the test failed because there's more than one record, and I have to express which record I want to delete. So I'm going to write ID JSON ID, and the rest will remain the same. Run it once more, and this time it passed. Now let's see if I change this with Rosa and run. Okay, see how it fails? Because I deleted the JSON and Rosa is still in my database. All right, so that's how the delete methods work. So we'll just correct this part. Now we'll be able to continue with some update methods.